We're joined now by Summerville Rovers captain Evan O'Grady in anticipation this week, Evan, of a huge clash for the club playing Gorey Rangers in the last 64 of the FAI. It's the first time Summerville Rovers have ever reached this stage of the competition, so a huge week for the club.
Of course, yeah, it's great. Look, first time mightn't be a big achievement for other clubs, but for ourselves, look, it's a big occasion, right? So we're all buzzing for it now for Sunday.
I know that obviously you're in the third tier in Limerick, so the anticipation is going to be huge. Obviously the excitement is going to be huge as well during the week. You have training tonight. Is there a different buzz maybe even in the group chats and coming into training for the week compared to a usual league game or another cup game in your division?
Yeah, I suppose maybe, like we'll say, in our own heads we're kind of thinking that, but look, as you know, it's a cliche to take it as any other game, like, so we get through tonight training and Thursday and just take it day by day. Yeah.
And obviously hoping for no injuries as well. But you got a home draw. That was quite important. I know the club are pushing very hard to promote the game as well on social media. Look, you're one of two teams in Limerick out of the 5 that are playing at home. So you'd be hoping obviously to get a big support from not just Summerville people, but obviously the rest of Limerick as well.
Yeah, exactly. Look, it's great to see it up on Facebook and all that, but we that's the outside. We have to worry about ourselves on the inside. And I know Blake, has gotten a few takes off over lads from different clubs around Limerick, so it is great to get that support. Yeah.
And speaking of which, I know that the weather hasn't been kind in the last 2 to 3 weeks, and you had to play that My Ross game in the last round out in UL. I assume that's absolutely something that would be the furthest thing from your mind now. You'd be hoping and praying that the Portland Park will be available for this game.
Yeah, 100%. We want it here. We're going to, obviously the lads are working every day now trying to make sure that pitch is playable for Sunday, because as you said, first game now, first time out of town stages, so we want it at home. Yeah,
absolutely. And speaking of your opposition, I know that you'll say that every game, I suppose, is bonus territory for Summerville now. You're in the last 64 of this competition, but it doesn't come much tougher really. I know Gorey Rangers have generally been in and around the last 32, last 16 for the last few years, and even made the quarter-final in 2020, losing out narrowly enough to the eventual winners, Usher. So a huge task for yourselves, them coming down from Wexford.
100%. Look, we know we're going to be up against it, but look, we can't control that. We can control how we play, how we prepare for the game, and after that, nothing else we can do. Look, if they come down, they might have half game, we might have an half game, we're not sure, so look, we just have to prepare as best we can, starting with tonight's training session. Yeah.
And I know you're going into the game in good form, because you have been in really good form, maybe promotion chasing in your own league as well, looking to get into the division higher again, which would be Premier A for yourselves. How has it been overall this season? It seems like Mark has got a very strong squad together.
Yeah, it's good togetherness now in the squad. We're all on the same page. We know what our goal is. Like, look, obviously the league is our priority this year, and the FAI is a bonus, but look, this week is FAI. All eyes are on Sunday. Yeah. And
you've been part of the furniture now, enough from playing against you as well of this team for quite a period of time. But it must be a huge honour on a personal basis to be the first captain to captain a team in the out of town stages at this club.
Yeah, it's a great privilege, great honour for me now to be, on a personal note, be captain of the team, bringing them to, we'll say, captain now on Sunday now. But look, there's numerous leaders in the team. Like, I just go for the coin toss. That's about it. So it's great to have those lads